The trailer opens with a shot of Stephen Strange's eyes. "Every night, I dream the same dream," he says in voiceover.
"Every night, I dream the same dream."
We see him standing in a ruined landscape, watching a building crumble away. He throws open the doors to the proverbial stairway to heaven, or hell, or the titular Multiverse of Madness. Then, we get some quick shots of various things, including a cup dropping and shattering, and a nightmarish monster with a glowy face, roaring at someone. Probably not Nightmare, judging from the star on back of her jacket. That someone would appear to be the newest MCU hero, America Chavez. She actually trapped by that monster. Look at these shots, these are from same scene. Stephen wakes up in his own bed and it was all just a dream. He looks into the face of that cracked wristwatch from the first movie. When he woke up you can also see his watch. "I did what I had to do to protect our world," he says, seemingly alluding to the events of Spider-Man No Way Home. Unless he's forgotten everything that happened in that movie along with Peter Parker's identity.
"I did what I had to do to protect our world."
The next line from Wong, played by Benedict Wong, however, would seem to indicate that they both retain some memory of what happened, as Wong says, "You opened the doorway between universes and we don't know who or what will walk through it."
"You cannot control everything, Strange. You opened the doorway between universes. We don't know who or what will walk through it."
Strange's former lover, Christine Palmer, Rachel McAdams, appears in what looks like wedding attire on the front steps of a church. She's looking up at something in the sky, and then it cuts to the street, whatever that thing is, bearing down on the street as people run in terror. In that scene you can also see America Chavez running with them. Our first shot of Wanda Maximoff, Elizabeth Olsen, shows her seated in a circle of candles in her Scarlet Witch costume. We see her and Strange walking among cherry blossoms as we did in the first trailer back in December. He asks her what she knows about the multiverse and she says Vision had his theories and that he believed it was dangerous. Cut to a shot of the Minotaur-looking dude or Rintrah the character from the comic. And some other masters of the mystic arts looking up at the sky like a cloud of black smoke rolls in over their temple. Strange opens a floating door to some kind of dreamscape or the astral plane, and we see Karl Mordo with longer hair than he had in the first Doctor Strange movie. He says, "I'm sorry Stephen, your desecration of reality will not go unpunished."
"I'm sorry, Stephen. Your desecration of reality will not go unpunished."
And we see Strange being handcuffed and escorted by futuristic guards who somewhat resemble Ultron or Iron Man drones. They lead him into a throne room with a line of chairs, where the biggest moment of the trailer occurs, as we hear the voice of Patrick Stewart saying, "We should tell him the truth."
"We should tell him the truth."
That's right. It appears Professor X is making his way into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I immediately thought of the Illuminati, the secret society of Marvel heroes working behind the scenes of comic book history. Two of the original members of that group were Professor X and Doctor Strange. Strange freefalls through different dimensions, including the mirror dimension. If you look slow motion, the America Chavez try to grab Doctor Strange Locat. He meets the dark version of himself from What If? And that alternative reality Strange tell him, things just got out of hand.
Things just got out of hand.
Then we see a new character, like a glowing person. Is this another variant of Captain Marvel or the Human Torch from the Fantastic Four? We also see him looking up at a statue of himself outside the Sanctum Sanctorum. Is this another alternate reality? Wanda stands over her own doppelganger in the house from the 90s, Malcolm in the Middle, themed episode of WandaVision. Mordo and Strange fight, and America launches a running and jumping punch. Shuma Gorath continues his rampage, and Wong yells, "Strange!" And we see that the dark version of Strange has gone full evil, sprouting additional arms and giving rise to swirling black entities. If you look this scene in slow motion when Wanda fighting against the glowing person, you can see a statue behind her, the same statue we can see when Strange handcuffed by robots.